thank you for joining me. I hope you are doing so good. So today's reading is what vibe do they get from you? I guess some of you could do what vibe do others get from you if you don't have a particular person in mind. But yeah, so what vibe do they get from you? Okay, so we have 3 groups for you to choose from. We have group 1, group 2, and group 3. If you want to pause the video to choose whichever group is calling out to you, feel free to do so, but I shall see you all in your readings. Hiya, so if you chose the first group, then this reading is for you. So what vibe do they get from you? What vibe are they getting from you? Okay, so we'll start off with your tarot cards. Ooh, sorry, this is juicy. Sorry, it's not juicy, but yeah, it's not. Anyway, so we have the Magician, we have the 6 of Wands upright, and we have Justice reversed. So yeah, let's see. What vibes do they get from you? Okay, so they get the vibe that you are very powerful and that you are protected, that you have a lot of supporters as well, a lot of well-wishers, people wanting to see you, see you thrive, you know? Or maybe it could just be that you have a lot of attention and supporters that way. For some of you, this could be maybe more so social media following. But yeah, they also get the vibe that you are changing, and this could be in regards to work or other important commitments in your life. For some of you, I'm hearing they think you're changing in terms of not overworking yourself, not doing too much, you know? They honestly get the vibe that you are magic, you know, that you have some kind of powers, that you are an alchemist, maybe someone who actively practices alchemy. So yeah, they get the vibe that you are unique, perhaps that you live a unique lifestyle, or that just something different that sets you apart from other people. They could get the, like, it's like they could view you that way, but they could also get the vibe that you are very much aware of this, that you're different, and you know that you're not trying to fit in with the crowd. So yeah, they definitely get the vibe that you are on a pedestal. They don't get the vibe that you put yourself on this pedestal though, just to make that clear. But yeah, they get the vibe that you are on a pedestal to a lot of people. So yeah, they feel like you're smart, they feel like you're knowledgeable as well. They get the vibe that honestly you are not one to be fucked with. Like that's the that feels like the baseline emotion from this person, that they just kind of feel like you are not someone to be played with, or you know. So they also get the vibe that you are very quick to take initiative, that you are very action oriented and very assertive when it comes to your life, when it comes to making changes, when it comes to new beginnings, that you are not afraid to initiate changes and do what you have to do, you know? So yeah, they definitely get the vibe that you make the rules in terms of your life. No one's going to tell you how to live and how to go about certain things, you know? Well, that's the vibe they get from you anyway. Honestly, they get the vibe that people can't tell you shit, because you're going to do what you want to and need to do, because you know you and you know your path, you know? So I wouldn't necessarily say they get the vibe that you are stubborn. Um, it doesn't feel like the energy of being stubborn. It just feels like the energy of I'm gonna do me, you know? Like being in a league of your own type of energy. So they also get the vibe that you have a lot of talents, you have a lot of abilities, that you are someone who is incredibly skilled, very capable. Like that's the word, you know. This person, they get the vibe that you are very capable, that you are very reliable, especially, you know, this feels like in a general sense. Actually, I feel like this could be more so directed to maybe one or a few people in your life. You know, whatever it is, they do get the vibe that you are very capable, very reliable. They also feel like you have a lot of self-control. And this doesn't feel like in a way where it's like you're kind of trying to keep yourself together, you're trying to, trying to control yourself and kind like it's not in a way where you're being inhibited, but it's more so in a way where you can't be controlled by other people. Like you're so much in a league of your own that it'll be wild for someone else to kind of tell you how to live your life. So that's how they view you. That's the vibe they get from you, you know? That you can't be controlled or that you can't be influenced by anyone. So they also get the vibe that you're winning in life or you are destined to or you're about to win. So I'm also hearing for some of you, please only take this if it resonates, but they get the vibe that you know how to win people over, that you could be very charming, you know? Oh, magician. So yeah, they get the vibe that you're charming and that you win a lot of people over, even if you're trying or not trying. So they also feel like you've recently overcome something in your life or you've been victorious over life's challenges. I'm hearing that you make this person feel successful, so please only take that if it resonates. They get the vibe that you either get a lot of attention, you like attention, or you just stand out because you're so damn magical to them, you know? It's like you have star quality in this person's eyes. Like you give off the vibe that you should be famous. Like, why isn't a camera crew following this person around right now, you know? um, but yeah. So they definitely feel like you are a leader, not a follower. They get the vibe that you would never be a follower as well. Um, but this, I just have to make it clear, this doesn't feel like it's in a way where you are like feel uncomfortable with someone else being in charge or someone else, you know, taking the lead. Like you're very much still a leader regardless of, you know, the circumstances. Do you know what I mean? I hope that makes sense anyway. Um, But so, for example, like you could have a boss, but realistically, everyone knows that you're still the boss and you're still very much in charge of you, if that makes sense. But yeah. So they also get the vibe that you've unfortunately dealt with and been through a lot of injustice in your life. If it resonates, they do get the vibe that you don't tell the truth or you aren't telling them the truth about something in particular. This and for some of you, this dishonesty could be in regards to you not showing up as your authentic self or feeling like you need to tone down your authentic self in some way. For some of you, this is more so about feelings that you haven't been telling the truth about your feelings, maybe feelings for them or your feelings in regards to a particular topic. Like like I just want to make it clear that this dishonesty doesn't, it's like they don't get the vibe that you're a dishonest person in general. Like it feels like it's in regards to something like in particular. Okay, so if that doesn't resonate, then please don't take that message. Yeah, so they could also get the vibe that you are dealing with some legal disputes at the moment or dealing with other challenges. Um, they could also get the vibe that you treat them or other people unfairly, but only take that if it resonates. But for others of you, this is not that you treat them unfairly, but that you've been treated unfairly, it could be in a particular situation, but it could be in general as well. So I'm also getting the message that for some of you, they get the vibe that you lack confidence despite being so amazing. So we have here discreet. So they get the vibe that you are discreet. Maybe this discreet could be like being low-key. This could be in terms of keeping secrets or knowing how to be low-key, or you know what I mean. But yeah. So not only do we have discreet, we have private. Okay, so yeah, this person could get the feeling that not only are you low-key, discreet, you're private also. It's like you could just be very private about your personal life. Like maybe a lot of, like with the Six of Wands, maybe a lot of people know you, but not a lot of people know you, and that could be because you do keep your life private, as a decision you've made for yourself. So yeah, let's see what else we got. So we have here fair, and here's me talking about how unfair you guys are. All right, so what card did we get? So they get the vibe that bottom line, you are a fair person. Ooh. So we have here bad tempered. Let me get this out of the way. So we have here bad tempered. So for some of you, yeah, they could actually get the vibe that you are bad tempered. Maybe sometimes, but yeah, they definitely, wait, let me, sorry, one moment. So they get the vibe that you can be aggressive if you want to be aggressive, assertive, however you want to put it. For others of you, yeah, they do get the vibe that you can have a bad temper. Even if you haven't shown it to them, like they could have the vibe that, I don't want to see this person when they're mad. So we have here supportive. Oh, nice. And we have the Six of Wands. I said you were supported, right? Let me see if this, 1 second. So they get the vibe that you're supportive, but this feels like individual circumstances, like you're not just, handing out support to, everyone, or, you don't just automatically support something, but this feels like you being supportive of someone in your life. Like someone you maybe feel like deserves your support. Or maybe to your closest people. For some of you, yeah, they actually do get the vibe that you're supportive in general. But again, it just feels like you're maybe not vocal about it. I don't know. This one could go either way, But yeah, so yeah, they get the vibe that you are supportive. Or that you would be supportive. Yeah, that makes, okay, thank you. So we also have intelligent. I think that came up earlier, but yeah, they get the vibe that you're very intelligent. Yeah. So we have here answered prayers. All your great work has opened the door for divine support and solutions. Okay, I don't know how this is going to resonate for some of you guys, but the message that's actually coming through is that they get the vibe that you answer other people's prayers. It's like they could really get the vibe that you're magical, honestly, or that you have some sort of powers. It's like, if I could just touch this person, then maybe I could get 3 wishes. I don't know, But yeah, they get the vibe that you are honestly magical and that you can offer support. But yeah, I'm gonna say what I said earlier. They view you, they get the vibe that you're very supportive, but to the people who you want to be supportive of, you know, and that you kind of open doors for people. So they also get the vibe that your prayers, your wishes, your goals will definitely be fulfilled as well through your hard work, but through also, you know, through the universe, you know, God, whatever they align with. So we also have his spiritual path. So this person, they get the vibe that once something has been made very, very clear to you, you take appropriate steps, you take action. Okay, so it's like they get the vibe that you're very clear sighted, or once you have clear sight, you're like, okay, let's go, you know. But yeah, so they could also get the vibe that you're a very spiritual person, very spiritually connected. um yeah. So I'm also getting the message that you help other people change, or they get the vibe that you help other people change. And I'm hearing maybe not even intentionally, you know, it could just be the vibe you give off. So we also have multifaceted, and we have that right above the magician. I love that. So yeah, they view you, or they get the vibe, sorry, that you're very multifaceted, that you are someone with many layers, many dimensions. I'm just going to say that for some of you, because of this quality, because you seem so multifaceted, because it seems like you could be so many different things, or you literally have so many talents, or, you know, whatever it is, or your personality has so many layers, you know, but whatever the case, I feel like for some of you, they could get, because of this energy, they could get the vibe that you are, you know, dishonest or not authentic, when the reality is you're just a chameleon, you know, you're just maybe a jack of all trades type of person, or maybe you're someone who switches it up often, not because of, you know, outside influences, because that's just who you are. Maybe one day you want to dress all black, the other day you want to dress in a rainbow colors, you know, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, they get the vibe, but because of that, it's like maybe because they're used to like some people being so one note, it's very different and very unusual to meet someone who is so colorful, you know, who is like someone who is so multi-dimensional. But yeah, I can literally waffle on all day, but I'm not going to. So yeah, they get the vibe that you're incredibly multifaceted. Okay. What are the other cards? All right, so we have here Eagle, Mastery, and we have the Magician, which does symbolize mastery as well, right? Okay, so yeah, they definitely get the vibe that you could either be a master in some field, but I feel like this could be you're a master of your own life. This could be you're a master of your manifestations. Oh, so it says here you are on a spiritual journey, and we had that earlier, didn't we? Yeah, spiritual path. So they could also get the vibe that you are on a spiritual journey. One second. But yeah, that you're protected by higher powers as well. So it says you're on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. So yeah, they get the vibe that you are inspiring, that you have inspired. Maybe you've inspired them. They get the vibe also that you have a lot of wisdom, and your experiences, your wisdom could literally change a person's life. Like that's the vibe they get from you. Um, but yeah. And finally, we have here butterfly rebirth. You can reinvent yourself. So earlier there was this mention about they get the vibe that you're changing. For some of you, maybe this is not necessarily you changing, but maybe you reinventing yourself, you experiencing and going through a rebirth. But yeah, they get the vibe that you are going through a rebirth, that you could be reinventing yourself at the moment, maybe that you're open to change. So it says here you have brilliance to share with the world, and I kind of felt that vibe like throughout your whole reading. They get the vibe from you that you have knowledge, you have wisdom, you have experiences that the world needs to hear because it could heal and change someone's life. Um, yeah, so that is what I have for you, though, for those of you who chose this group. I hope it could resonate. I hope it could be helpful to you. But I'm wishing you all the best on your journeys moving forward, all right? Please take care of yourselves. Bye. Hi. Hope you all are doing so good. So you chose the second group. What vibe do they get from you? Are they getting from you at this moment? Or whatever you could be asking about. So what vibe do they get from you? Okay. So we have Seven of Pentacles upright, Six of Cups reversed, and we have here the Wheel of Fortune upright as well. Sorry. I know actually. Okay. So what vibe do they get from you? All right, so they get the vibe that you are very hardworking. This could be in general or at the moment, they kind of just see you working incredibly hard, incredibly focused on something. They feel like things are working out for you, you know? They get the vibe that you move slowly and you tread carefully. This could be directly in regards to them, or it could just be in general. They could get the vibe that you have trust issues, or they just kind of get the vibe that you are more cautious than perhaps the average person. But yeah, they get the vibe you are a patient person as well. They feel like you are someone who is great at manifesting and that you have great ideas. They get the vibe that you have great ideas or you're just an ideas kind of person. Wait, hold on. So I'm getting the message, please only take this if it resonates, but they get the vibe that you are a solutions, not problem type of person. So please only take that if it makes sense for your situation or, you. But yeah, so they get the vibe you are focused on your work, your goals, your commitments, or your investments. They could also get the feeling that you are going to retire soon, and this could have nothing to do with your age. This could be because of the wealth you've created for yourself, or maybe an inheritance. But for some of you, they kind of just get the vibe that you'll retire way before, the average retirement age, depending on what that is, maybe where you are. I think it's different. I'm not sure actually, but yeah. So they could feel like you'll retire really early in your life or that you'll have the ability to do so. But yeah, they get the vibe that you have persevered. Did I say that right? Persevered through a lot in your life. This could be, through emotional instability specifically for some of you. They do also feel like you are financially wealthy, or they get the vibe that you're just doing good for yourselves in terms of money. Like, even if you don't resonate with being well off or being wealthy, they get the vibe that maybe you're good with money. You know, it's either you're good with money or you just give off the appearance that you're well put together and that you, what's that word I'm looking for? That you just look wealthy. Like, they could just be the vibe that you give off, you know? Um, but yeah, they get the vibe that you are doing good for yourself regardless of what your financial status is. They do also feel like you're growing in some way. This feels like, please only take this if it resonates, but it feels like it's in regards to, oh, what word am I looking for? I feel like this is in regards to you not needing validation or you not needing some type of recognition. They could feel like you're growing in terms of that. Or for some of you, this could be career or just something you are more aware of. For someone here, they get the vibe or they have the vibe that you're currently pregnant. But for others of you, this could be another form of new life, like you're birthing a new start or a new journey. They could just get the vibe that you have some tricks up your sleeves and that you're about to, one second, and that you're about to shock them or you're about to shock people because of some sort of positive change that is coming in your life, or a positive change that you are manifesting or you are working very hard towards. They just feel like they just kind of get the vibe that at some point you're going to be unobtainable, you know? You're going to be living somewhere else, doing something else, maybe a new career. I'm hearing moving on up. So yeah, they really get the vibe that you're moving up. Oh, Shark Tale. Yeah, that's where I heard that from. Or anyways, that's irrelevant. But yeah, they get the vibe that you are moving up. So they also feel that you make an effort with people, an effort to get to know people, maybe to help people, to acknowledge people as well, or something you are more aware of. They just kind of feel like you are someone who makes an effort. You know, you don't make excuses. And this could be more so in regards to people who are important to you. But I feel it just feels like a general energy where they just kind of feel like you make an effort with most people. So they also get the vibe that you would be a good investment to them or a good investment for them. They also get the vibe that you are being positively rewarded. Like in general, it's almost like you racked up a bunch of beautiful karma for yourself, you know, and they feel like you're getting a payout, you know. But yeah, oh, this is making me well up a little bit. So, or they get the vibe that you're about to achieve an award for some of you guys. So, they could also get the feeling that you need support or that you need nurturing. They feel like you are innocent and they get the vibe that you are vulnerable as well. They feel like you have made either good progress or they feel like you have completely let go of your past, or you're making a conscious effort to do so, to kind of completely separate yourself from your past. It could even be your past with this person, but please only take that message if it resonates. So they could also get the vibe that you're a bit bored with them. They could get the vibe that you're just bored in general, though. You're experiencing a spell of boredom in your life. For others of you, though, they could feel like you are bored with them, or they get the vibe you are anyway. So they. Oh my god, I thought this wasn't recording for a second. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. Okay. So they also get the vibe that you've unfortunately been through something traumatic. I'm sorry you went through that. It feels like this person didn't even want me to bring that up, but they also wanted to acknowledge that they see you and they see your hurt. So yeah, they get the vibe that you are supportive, and that you change the people you meet, you know? So they also get the vibe that you're emotional. This could be in general or at the moment. They could just get the vibe that you're more sensitive or more on the sensitive side. So this person, they could also get the vibe that fate had a part to play in the both of you meeting. And this could sound weird, but I'm actually getting a scene from Friends. You know where Phoebes gets a telemarketing job, and her first caller is someone who unfortunately wants to end their life. And any other person would have hung up on this person, but not Phoebes, not you, you know? So this person, they get the vibe that you do try to change and help people in positive ways. They also get the vibe that you don't easily give up. So yeah, they get the vibe that you are healing. This could be like you being on your own healing journey, but for a lot of you, they get the vibe that you are just a healing person in general, that you give off healing energy and yeah, and that you heal other people. They feel like you are a good decision maker. You're very decisive as well. They view you, or they get the vibe that you have good luck and you're sort of like a good luck charm too. Maybe to them, or it could be to someone else or other people in your life, that you're just a blessing. Like that's the vibe they get from you, honestly, that you are a bit of a blessing. And I feel like this is someone specific. Like you are a blessing to someone in your life. Like say for example you have a children, you know, you're a blessing to this child, or that the fact that this child could have you as a parent, or you are a blessing in terms of other things, you know. But yeah, so let's see what else we have, because I could literally waffle on all day. I need to get myself together. Okay. Let me put this somewhere else. Sorry, one moment. Okay, so I just want to say again, this person also gets the vibe that you are able to roll with the punches, or there was a period in your life where you had to roll with the punches and you could be coming out of that period, you know? But yeah, so simply genuine. So they get the vibe that you are someone who is genuine, like you are a genuine soul in this person's eyes, you know? Uh, okay, so we have here strict. So I'm hearing they get the vibe that you're strict with other people. And I feel like this is in terms of your voice, in terms of you being assertive, like I said what I said kind of energy, or maybe even. Sorry, one moment. I feel for some of you, this could also be in terms of boundaries. So we have here harsh. I'll put that on that side. Maybe there's two sides of you that could be assertive, strict, and harsh, but at the same time, you're a genuine soul. You move with good intentions, you know? But yeah, so sorry, anyways. So harsh. So they get the vibe that you can be harsh at times. Let me see I'm gonna see if I can clarify that for some of you. So this could be harsh in regards to the things you're passionate about. Do you know what example I'm actually getting? Like, I'm getting an example of, say someone came to you, right, and they said, I want to be this person. And you're like, all right, but you're going to have to get disciplined. You're going to have to do X, Y, and Z. Like, so for some of you, people or this person that you're asking about, they could get the vibe that you're harsh, but only because you care. You want to see people do the best that they can do, you know? I'm hearing harsh but nice. It's like you could actually give off the vibe that you're harsh, but at the same time, it's like that's not all you are, or it's not like you're walking around with like a harsh or stern face or anything like that. For some of you, that could be the case, you know. But yeah, they get the vibe that you can be harsh, and this just feels like in terms of being strict, in terms of being disciplined, you know. For some of you, this harshness is just the fact that you could be blunt at times. So we also have here attentive. So yeah, they get the vibe that you are attentive, you pay attention, that you're kind. Supportive. So we have here modest. All right, so this modesty actually feels in terms of being humble in some way. It's almost like maybe they kind of get the vibe that you don't brag, or you don't try to put others down to make yourself feel better. Like they just kind of view you as humble. They get the vibe that you're very humble and modest as well. Okay, and we also have extroverted. So I'm hearing specifically, they get the vibe that you can be extroverted. For some of you, it could be that they get the vibe you are extroverted, but I don't really feel that for a lot of you. I feel that maybe in this person's perspective, they feel like you can be more extroverted, or they just haven't seen an extroverted side of you yet, but they know it's there. Um, but yeah, for others of you, it could be though that they could kind of just get the vibe that you are extroverted. But I'm feeling for a lot of you, it's like they feel like you are extroverted, or that you can be a lot of fun, excitement, but you just are a bit reserved, perhaps, at the moment to them. But yeah, let's see what else we got. So we have here clearing negativity. We do have the Six of Cups reversed as well. So they get the vibe that you're an optimistic person, like for the most part. So yeah, they get the vibe that you are removing the negativity from within you and through maybe your environment, the people who you associate with or used to associate with. But yeah. So we also have stay strong in your faith. A positive outcome is dependent on you keeping a positive mindset. Nice. So, oh, we have the Nine of Cups to clarify. So yeah, they get the vibe that you do have a positive mindset, or it's the fact that you have a positive mindset, even if your circumstances don't align with that mindset, right? They kind of just feel, they feel like you're very strong, okay? And that you have faith in yourself. You have faith in the universe. You have faith in God, if that's what you align with. Um, But yeah, they definitely feel like you have a positive mind, and that positive mindset has released you, or it will lead you to more fulfillment, more success. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, they get the vibe that you have a positive mindset. So we also have wellness. The recovery of health and wellness is here. So they get the vibe that you're recovering, but they also get the vibe that you help other people to recover, or you help other people with their health, or you try to be a support when you can. So we also have here friend, the beautiful dog. So it says here, today I will love without condition. My energy and enthusiasm are an inspiration. I choose to be happy. I am a protector and friend. Honestly, I would say that literally sums you up, or in this person's perspective. So they get the vibe that you love without condition. They get the vibe also that you are an inspiration. So I'm hearing for some of you, and please, only take this if it resonates, but they get they get the vibe that you choose to be happy. It's like everything around you could be falling apart. Like, and this is just me being dramatic, worst case scenario, right? But everything around you could be literally chaotic, but you make the choice to stay positive. You make the choice to stay strong, to be happy. But yeah, it just feels like you choose to be happy. I'm obviously not talking about every second of every day, but they get the vibe you choose to be happy when you could so easily choose the opposite because you would literally be justified in doing that. But yeah, they just feel like you have a positive mindset and they're in awe, honestly, of how you stay so positive, clarified by the star. So yeah, they definitely find you an inspiration. Um, they get the vibe that you're very protective as well. And finally, we have okay, sorry. And finally, we have the beautiful unicorn, and it says infinite possibilities. So it says here, you are the sovereign of the seen and unseen worlds. The magic of love surrounds you. Beauty transforms you. Listen to the spirits of light. Abandon the darkness. Go beyond the ordinary and become the legend you are. Okay. Okay. So this person gets the vibe that you are a legend, or you're like you're treading in legendary status right now, or like you're literally about to become a legend. They get the vibe that you are far from ordinary. So they also get the vibe that you have a lot of possibilities. You have a lot of options in terms of your life. So, this line in particular, the listen to the spirits of light, abandon the darkness, like it feels like that strongly for some of you here. It's almost like you could easily choose the darkness, easily, right? And you'll be totally justified in doing that. But they feel and they find it inspiring actually how you always seem to choose the light. It's like I could go low or you could go high, and you go high. And this person is so proud and in awe of you. Um, but yeah. So they also get the vibe that you don't want any negativity in your life and that you're trying to protect yourself from that. But yeah, that is all I have for you though, for those of you who chose this group. One moment. But yeah, that's all I have for you though, for those of you who chose this group. I hope it could resonate and make sense for you. But yeah, I'm wishing you beautiful people all the best on your journeys moving forward, okay? Please take care of yourselves. Bye. Hiya, I hope you all are doing so good. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the third group, okay, then this reading is for you. So, what vibe do they get from you, okay? So, all right. So, we have King of Swords upright, we have the Page of Pentacles upright, and we have the Hermit upright. All the groups have been so freaking beautiful today. Ooh, love it. I'm sorry, it looks slanted to me. Sorry, okay. All right. So they get the vibe that you are someone who is structured. You like structure and routine. For others of you, though, they could just feel like you're in that space at the moment where you're kind of creating or needing more structure and balance for yourself, and they feel like that is what you are focused on, or that's what you are, trying to do for yourself. They also get the feeling that, or yeah, they get the feeling, or they know for a fact that you are someone who's very intelligent and logical. They also get the vibe you are assertive and authoritative. For others of you, though, they get the vibe that you're kind of stepping more into that energy. But they do um, get the feeling like you are very cool, you're chill. For some of you, this coolness is in terms of you being a bit cold. One second. This could be cold as in like hard to read. But for some of you, this is not cold as in you don't give off the warm and fuzzies, because I actually feel like for some of you, they get the vibe that you can be warm and fuzzy. Maybe you're quite selective with that energy. But yeah. So they get the vibe you have integrity. I have to say though, they have get the vibe that you are very chilled out, you're a chilled person, that it's just incredibly hard, right, for other people to ruffle your feathers or for them to ruffle your feathers. um they get the feeling that you are incredibly disciplined, self-disciplined. For some of you, though, they could get the vibe that you've been in the military, if that resonates for you. For some of you, you could just kind of give off that militant kind of vibe. But yeah. So they also get the vibe that you are a serious person, or you are in a serious energy at the moment. They kind of get the vibe that you are just not playing about. And this could be in general, or it could be in regards to them, that you're not playing about with them anymore. They also get the feeling that you are very trustworthy. They also get the vibe you're being very reserved with them. This could be at the moment, it could be in general. They also feel that you are incredibly hardworking. For some here, they get the vibe, they get the feeling that you are about to give them news soon. This does feel like good news though for the majority. But yeah, they get the vibe that you are impulsive, or that you can be impulsive. They get the feeling that you are just a solid person. They also get the vibe that you are very down to earth. If any of you are on the younger side, they get the vibe that you are very grounded and intelligent and put together for your age, and not in a condescending way at all. So yeah, they get the vibe that you have a lot to look forward to in your life. Like you have a lot of good possibilities, you have a lot of good prospects when it comes to your life, when it comes to, your journey. This could be mainly in regards to career for some of you, but for others of you, this is just in a broad and general sense that you have a lot going for yourself. So they also feel that you are someone that likes intellectual stimulation, that you're someone that not necessarily you're someone that needs to be intellectually stimulated, but that you value intellectual stimulation. They could also get the vibe that you're focused on your development, and this could be career, health, mental health, physical health. But yeah, they feel like they get the vibe that you've been educated also to a high degree. Um, oh, sorry, my mind just went completely blank. So yeah, they get the vibe that you are caring, that you are respectful as well. For some of you, though, they specifically get the vibe that you are caring and have respect for the earth, have respect for nature, maybe, animals, stuff like that. Ooh, hold on. Okay. So they also get the vibe that you're looking to start fresh. This could be in general in regards to a specific area of your life, but for others of you, it could actually be in regards to them. They do also get the vibe that you could be committed or loyal or even promised to someone else. Wait, hold on. Yeah, so for some of you, they get the vibe that you're committed to someone else. And this doesn't even have to be in a romantic sense. But for some of you, it most definitely is. So yeah, they get the impression, they get the vibe that you are more withdrawn at the moment and wanting to be left in peace. You want to be left alone. They could also kind of get the vibe that you are a detached person in general. I guess you'll know if that message was for you or not. So for some of you, this person, they also get the vibe that you push people away, that either you feel alienated or you alienate people. I have to say though, this doesn't feel like a negative, like I was just about to tell you a story, but I'm not going to tell you that story. But not in a bad way, like not purposely leaving someone out to make them feel insignificant or unloved, nothing like that. Nothing malicious, but yeah, they could feel like you are alienating yourself at the moment, or just feel that you feel alienated or a bit lonely. Yeah, so yeah, they get the impression that you are meditative as well. For some of you also, they get the vibe that you have a lid on your emotions and blunt when you want to be or when you need to be. So we have here surprising. So they get the vibe that you're surprising, and I'm hearing shock factor. So for some of you, that's funny, clarified by the Knight of Swords at the bottom. If any of you resonate with being a bit impulsive, whoever this person is that you're kind of asking about how they, view your vibe, they get the vibe from you that you are impulsive. But like when you are impulsive and when you do something out of the ordinary, because you could be someone who's more routine, yada yada, but you shock this person or you shock people when you're impulsive, and it's like, holy shit, like you're surprising sometimes. You're surprising for sure. Okay, so we have here cheeky. I like it. I like it. So for some of you, I'm hearing they could get the vibe that you're sarcastic. For others of you, they do get the vibe that you can be a bit cheeky. For some of you, I'm hearing like you have it in you, but they maybe haven't seen it yet, but they get the feeling that you could be very cheeky when you want to be. One second. I do have to say for someone here though, this is not a vibe or anything, but they just kind of feel like you have a beautiful smile. Okay. Um so yeah, they get the vibe you are respectful. For some of you, they kind of just feel like maybe you have a cheeky smile, cheeky grin. So we have here proud. So they get the vibe that you're proud. This could be, I don't know how to put it. Like, do you know how people would say she's a proud woman, or he's a proud man? Like for some of you, it could be in that context. Sorry, but for others of you, they kind of just get the vibe that maybe you're proud of yourself, you're proud of someone else. For some of you, they kind of just get the vibe that you have a lot to be proud of, honestly. Even if, some of you could acknowledge that in yourselves, regardless of whether you do or don't, they kind of get the vibe that you are proud, or you have a lot to be proud of. So you have, that's funny because it's right above cheeky. Okay, so for some of you, they get the vibe that you can be disrespectful, but in a cheeky way. Like I'm hearing the truth hurts, but maybe the way you say it is a little bit comical. So for some of you, it could be just that they get the vibe that you are funny, that you have a good sense of humor. But for others of you, yeah, they could get the impression or the vibe that you could be disrespectful. But it feels like in playful ways. I don't know. But it just feels like in ways where you're not necessarily trying to be rude. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, moving on. So we have here philosophical. I'm going to put that right above the King of Swords. Nice. So they get the vibe, not necessarily that you're philosophical, but you live your life by a certain philosophy. Like, say, for example, you live your life. One second, actually. For some of you, this could be in terms of integrity, but yeah, they just kind of feel like you live your life through certain high morals, integrity. And finally, we have crazy. So yeah, they get the vibe that you can be a bit crazy if you wanted to be, or maybe they haven't had the pleasure of seeing that side of you yet. But yeah, they get the vibe that you are surprising, that you come with a shock factor, all right? That maybe you are a little bit crazy and out there. For some of you, it could just be that this person hasn't seen it yet, or they haven't had the chance to see it yet. But yeah. Okay, now we're talking. So we have here natural beauty and authenticity. Be yourself as God has made you, naturally attractive, lovable, and inside and out. Sorry. So I'm actually hearing they get the vibe that you prefer more natural stuff, maybe natural beauty, natural what's those words, like natural materials, stuff like that. They could just get the vibe that you are a natural person, or you prefer authenticity. You prefer things that are maybe not very synthetic. You know what I mean? So they also view you as attractive. I just want to throw that out there for some of you. So we also have sensitive emotion, times of heightened emotional and sensitivity call for extra self-care and gentleness. So for some of you, they could feel like you are in a period of self-care, with that Hermit card being an upright over here. So I'm actually getting the message that they could get the vibe that you are a sensitive person. Maybe you're an empath. You are in tune with your emotions, other people's emotions. They either get the vibe that you're good at hiding this aspect of yourself, or they get the vibe that you try to put a lid on it. You try to like control it or not let it become overwhelming to you. For some of you though, they kind of just get their impression that you are very sensitive, but you are in control of it. So it's like it's balanced. It's not like the Queen of Cups or the King of Cups in reverse. It's very much balanced. And finally, we have, not finally, but yeah. So we have his socialize or join in, make healthy and supportive new friendships and connections by getting involved with a group of like-minded peeps. So what vibe did they get from you? So they actually get the vibe that you want to socialize more. This could be actually with them. They could get the vibe that you want to spend more time with them. They could also get the vibe that you are supportive, especially in your friendships. So yeah, it just feels like overall they get the vibe that you want to socialize more. Maybe this is not a possibility. Maybe, maybe it's hard at the moment. But yeah. So we also have Humpback Whale and we have Singer. Sing healing songs for the world. Your inner navigation always guides you. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. Align with your purpose and the power in your soul. So I'm actually hearing this is not necessarily a vibe they get from you, but they just feel like you have a beautiful voice, a beautiful talking voice. But also for some of you, if you do sing, they feel like you have a beautiful singing voice as well. So they get the vibe that you have a goal, you have an ultimate goal, and nothing's going to stop you from achieving that. So yeah, they also get the vibe that you have a higher purpose in this world, And finally, we have Loon. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh, but it's like when I heard Loon, or when I said loon, should I say, it made me think of loony, like, crazy. So for some of you, yeah, they do get the vibe that you are a bit like loony in a beautiful way. 6 of Wands at the bottom. Yes, love it. All right, so we have here intuitive and we have singer. So there's something about your emotions. There's something here about your empathy, but I feel like the way you transmit that into the 3D world, I don't know, it just seems non-chaotic, it seems balanced. So they could clarify by the Page of Cups. I was going to say they get the vibe that you have a very watery kind of energy, but maybe you lead with this stable part of yourself, the structured part of yourself, the part of yourself that's serious, in charge, you know? All right, let me read this. So it says, listen to the song in your soul. Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. So yeah, this person, they get the vibe that you listen to yourself, that you know how to listen to your soul, you know how to listen to your intuition and kind of shut out outside opinions and outside noises and truly focus on yourself, your soul, and what your soul wants you to hear, you know? So yeah, they think you're incredibly strong that way to have complete faith in yourself, you know, even if, you know, you don't perceive yourself that way. But yeah. So they get the vibe that you are very intuitive as well, that you're very in tune with your emotions as well. So yeah, they do get the vibe that you are in solitude at the moment. So I'm also hearing that this person, they get the vibe that you recognize the uniqueness in other people, which is a beautiful quality because, let me not generalize like that, but yeah. But yeah, so that is all I have for you though. Ooh, hold on. Yeah, so that's all I have for you though, for those of you who chose this group. I hope it could be helpful. I hope it could resonate for you, but I'm wishing you all the absolute best on your journeys, okay? Take care of yourselves. Bye.